I was 12 years old. I woke up one night and I was levitating about 3 or 4 feet above my bed. Hey, good evening, gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight?
We are doing well.
Doing great. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. Just had a quick question. So I was in the chat room talking with some people. I brought a point up that I'd like to get both of your opinions on.
Sure.
First of all, I've been an experiencer since I was little. And when I say experiencer, I'm talking about just high strangeness in general. What do y'all think? And I'd like to hear this opinion from both of you about the connection between the UFO phenomenon and close encounters and the paranormal phenomenon such as poltergeist and whatnot.
Yeah, as far as something like that, I haven't come across anything that has crossed over like that. But I could see how it might come across like that, because from what I've heard, as far as with aliens or aliens doing that, you know, sometimes they will speak through telepathy and things like that, which can affect your psychic self. So I can kind of see how that might do it. Does that make sense?
Right.
And
that's kind of what's happened to me in the past. I've had close encounter experiences since I was real little, and sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I would have for example, a poltergeist outbreak, like either before or after the close encounter experience. And it's just
I've heard that too.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I've heard that as well.
Yeah, because after looking at my experiences retrospectively, after doing a lot of research, I've researched with a parapsychologist, Dr. Barry Taff. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah, Barry's good. Barry's good.
He brought a good point up in his book, Aliens Above, Ghosts Below. I highly recommend that book to anybody who's interested in real parapsychology. But that some of the information he discussed in that book seemed to back up my feelings and my theory.
Okay.
My
well, you know, it's something what I would probably do if you were here in Houston, and if you were having something like that, what I would probably do is I would probably put you under, and we look at the day or the time that you're having those issues, and we'd explore it to see exactly what's going on, what's happening, and what are you seeing, what is, you know, things like that. And that would probably also get you to understand a little bit more of what's going on, being able to explore that.
That's something I've considered. I've filed reports with MUFON. I live in Georgia, and there's been several experiences that I've had, both with and without the poltergeist activity, where I would literally lose hours of time, and I've considered going under regression, but at the same time, I don't really know if I really want to know what happened.
Right.
Well, that would have to be something that you would want to you'd want to get right with yourself, because it's very, it is very traumatic. As I mentioned earlier, I usually hand over the UFO stuff to Daryl Sims. He goes by the Alien Hunter, and he's also a hypnotherapist. So he has worked with a lot of abduction scenarios, and I've heard him talk about screen memories and things like that, and getting through the screen memory to understand exactly what's been happening. And it has been very, very. A lot of them have been very, very scary for the folks that experience it.
I agree. I've actually got evidence. I've got a scoop mark on my wrist, and it happened when I was 12 years old. I woke up one night and I was levitating about 3 or 4 feet above my bed, and then I felt. The next thing I knew, I fell. I hit my bed really hard, and I blacked out again. And the next morning, I had this sore on my right wrist, and it was it's what it looks just like other pictures of scoop marks that I've seen.
Wow.
Well, I do.
Can you feel anything underneath the skin? Does it move around? I mean, what is it like?
I don't feel anything underneath it, but I know I wasn't born with it, and I know I didn't get an injury there, and it did happen after a paranormal event, as I described.
Okay.
And I don't like to jump to conclusions, but I know for a fact I've had many close encounter experiences, including one when I was in the military, and it just seems to follow me around.